Hi guys, so I'm going to talk about the new program that is recently came out in the UK. I think it's in the USA as well, and that's Feel Good, which is an LGBT sort of comedy, a bit of a dark comedy, I would say. And basically, I just want to give you my review and what I think about it, and also my perspective from a life coach and a relationship life coach to the relationship dynamics within that TV show. So first of all, just a quick review of how much I enjoyed it. So basically, I thought the humour was like on point. I really loved the humour. There was a few times when I watched it with my fiance, and there was a few times where we actually genuinely laughed out loud. I thought the jokes were like really on point, and the awkwardness and that kind of stuff. That was really, really good. I didn't really like the sort of like emotional love scenes. Both me and my fiance found those very cheesy. Especially when they actually meet up for the first time and meet each other in the comedy club. Or we found that very, very cringy. So there are some cringy bits in it, but I thought the comedy was really good. The humorous stuff was really on point, and it was well acted as well. The actors were great. So first, I want to talk about the whole sort of relationship side to things before we get onto the addict side. So the primary relationship in the TV show, without trying to give it out any spoilers, is I feel like the relationship is very toxic. From a relationship coach perspective, it's not the kind of relationship out there that I would personally want people to aspire to having. But of course, if it wasn't, a bit more dramatized, then of course we wouldn't have the TV show. There wouldn't be a story to tell if there wasn't some sort of drama in it. But I feel like the boundaries that they had, like the fact that they were always calling and messaging each other, was a bit excessive. That's something that you shouldn't really be doing in a relationship or with someone that you've only recently started dating. Those boundaries need to be put in place. You shouldn't be messaging and texting your girlfriend all of the time. There needs to be boundaries in place. Otherwise, it comes off as a bit creepy and it comes off as a bit stalkerish. So I wouldn't suggest that you have this couple in Feel Good as a sort of like a couple goals kind of thing, especially on that perspective. It's a very toxic relationship, and I have a lot of relationship life coaching videos on my channel, so if you want to see what a healthy relationship looks like, then please check out some of those. I also have an ebook called The Dating Guide for the Masculine and Lesbian that will show you how to have a healthy relationship, which I believe in Feel Good there wasn't one. So yeah, as from a relationship life coach, that relationship was very toxic, and it wouldn't be something that I would encourage people to aspire to. So let's talk about sort of like the addict sort of side to it. I feel like the portrayal of addicts in this was very good, and it was dealt with responsibly. I've never abused substances like that, but I assume that this is quite a good portrayal of that. So I felt the way that they handled that in the TV show was really, really good. It is, of course, a really serious topic, and obviously people relapse on those things all the time. So I felt like that was very helpful. I probably wouldn't suggest watching it if you are an addict of some kind, just because I don't feel like, because it isn't resolved in the end and it's sort of left on a cliffhanger, there's nothing there that's sort of positive that can really help. Apart from the fact that the main character was going to sort of like group therapy, which is actually apparently really, really good for people that are addicts, because it's like like an anonymous sort of group most of the time, so Alcoholics Anonymous or stuff like that. I feel like those things are really, really powerful techniques on to help with those sort of things, because there's no judgment in there, because they were essentially with strangers. So I felt like the topics that were dealt with in this program were done so really, really well. But the relationship was very toxic, and again, I will keep on saying it's not a relationship that I would recommend that you aspire to, because even though it looks edgy and cool from a TV, from watching on TV, it's not what works in the real world. So I would suggest that you grab my ebook if you can, and the link for that is in the description. But anyway, I really enjoyed the show. Like I said, I thought the comedy was on point. There were some really, really funny parts of it. And I would recommend watching if you aren't easily triggered by anything about substance abuse. But the only thing I would say is, the The only thing I didn't really like was that there was some really cheesy moments. But apart from that, it was a really good show. So this is my review and my perspective from a life coach. So yeah, I shall talk to you again very soon, guys. Bye.